I think Baba is a unique long position potentially for swing or equity investors. Now, sitting where Baba is really sitting right now, it's on this key or around this key LOI of 120.63. Now, you also have this downtrend established from, what is this, March? Continuing down, also, as we swept the lower LOIs down here and the 200 MA, we bounced up and you've been making, not necessarily lower highs because you made another lower low here, but we've been respecting the 200 MA as it's been kind of finding its balance here, right? Big move up, came down. A little bit lower, a little bit lower. This was the exception to the rule, backtesting the 200 MA. And now we're sitting here where we're kind of making, depending on how you look at it, inverse head and shoulders, little baby cup and handle, whatever shapes you like. Again, I'm not a big shape guy, but you're respecting and you're underneath this downtrend trend line, but you're cooking up here like you could have a pretty nasty move here across multiple time frames. And I say nasty to the upside, so good nasty, not bad nasty. As this is sitting right now, it looks like you're consolidating before a potential breakout on the daily. You have decent RSI sitting at 53.82, so it's right in my sweet spot, what I look for bullish momentum. Your MACD on the daily is a little finicky, but it makes sense because we're respecting, again, this downtrend here. Now, let's zoom out a little bit and look at the weekly. And look how this is setting up here on the weekly. You're respecting your 50 MA as we came back down, and you're, again, getting tighter and tighter on your price action here. Again, looking like on the weekly, if you want to have a deformed cup and handle, I know some of you like shapes, you got that deformed cup and handle there. I don't like shapes, but you do have that kind of look here in terms of price action. You broke the weekly red SAR here, and you're starting, again, respecting your short-term EMAs, your 8 EMA, your 13 EMA, your 21 EMA on the weekly. MACD starting to curl over, bullish RSI at 54. Looking at the monthly, and we'll get rid of my doodles here, you can see a little bit clearer. Big old bull, built a base, broke to the upside, cooling off, and that's basically, and I keep saying cup and handle because the essential point of a cup and handle, sell off, building a base, coming back, so having a false breakout, so to speak, this candle here on the month, breakout, coming back down and back testing, especially even your 8 EMA on the monthly, respecting your shorter term EMAs and MAs, bouncing and then going. And that's what I look like and what we're seeing, what we could see here on Baba here on the daily, weekly, and monthly. So this is a swing opportunity I'm not long on yet, but I'm very interested. Now, from a tech, we just talked about technicals and the opportunity here. Looking at the risk, yes, you do have this gap to the downside here. If you're structuring your trade carefully, whether it's equity or longer term, because again, I'm speaking in terms of longer term. I just highlighted a trade on Peloton I did that I alerted back, what was it, 2-3 months ago, and it's October contracts. So I bought 6 months of time. So for this trade to work out, I'm looking longer than 6 months. It could happen tomorrow, but I need to buy enough time to give me enough of an edge here. So whether you like equity, whether you like doing a spread, or just directional calls, whatever your game is, make sure you're hedging time as well, because this could kind of fart around, reject for a bit, but it looks really solid. I will also put the caveat that I hate Chinese companies. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. But the exception to the rule is, if there was one, Baba, massive company, massive infrastructure. If you like that exposure, this is an interesting name to keep on watch. Now, this also could be a victim of tariff and Chinese tariff news, whatever, especially with how many products they produce and how large their footprint is. However, I love the risk to reward here if patient. This is a company where it's in kind of a sweet spot. And again, we zoom out here on the month. That monthly all-time POC is a lot lower. It's at 83. But if you're just comparing that to where we are right now, you're only at like a $30, $40 premium, whereas all-time highs are sitting up here at 303. Currently sized right now at a $285 billion company. Wouldn't shock me to see this company either double or triple in market cap if you're patient. So breaking all-time highs at some point wouldn't necessarily be shocking to me. Especially with how this is setting up here. I believe we're due for a strong markup on Baba to break all-time highs. If I'm a betting man, that happens prior to 2027. So that's my analysis on Baba and what we're looking at here for the medium to long term. We looked at some of the risks. Again, technically speaking, you could have this gap fill come down here and back test that 200 MA once again. But at that point, if that does happen on the daily, you can keep a super tight stop here. So again, depending on how you structure the trade, I think you have a fantastic opportunity on Baba.